Hello Internet, around here I go by Cat of Diamonds, and welcome to my FannishReviews. Ooh, so I did the color run yesterday, hence the accidental mermaid hairs as well as the funky colored skin. Also, I just went to VidCon, which re-inspired me for all of the videos that I have been slacking on, so I should jump right into my June and July wrap-up video, as well as a little bit of a TBR for August in the BookTubeAthon. There are so many books that I read between June and July. I'm so surprised in myself for reading so much last month, seeing as it was so busy. So I'm not going to be able to spend much time or any on each title, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will let you know how I felt about that book. Okay, let's go. The first book I read in June was the second book in the Veronica Mars book series that are canon with the TV show, which was Mr. Kiss and Tell. So fun, so good, not as good as the first one, but still so up there, and it's great to see these voices again. The next book I read in June was Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, which was highly recommended by most of BookTube, so I went and bought it, and I very much enjoyed it as well. The third book of June was Magonia by Maria Davina Headley. I got this in my owl crate, and I read it, and it's got this gorgeous cover and a very fun story inside. And the last book I read in June was Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. This was highly recommended by a book blogger, and it's about road trips, and I was going to make a video about road trips and paper towns before the movie comes out. But I did read this in order to film that video, so I might just do that down the road. Then the first book I read in July was The Gifts of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. I went to her signing in a local wonderful independent bookstore called The Tattered Cover, and so this book is definitely personalized. It also was a very cool setup of the book because you don't really know who is who, kind of, sort of, and then there's a twist and stuff, so if you have questions, definitely leave them in the comments for me. The next book of July was my very first graphic novel, and I fell in love 6 pages in. This was definitely the best choice for my foray into graphic novels, and I'm so excited to continue with this series and cosplay Betty. The next book of July was committing to finally finish the Motoral Instruments series with reading A City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. Such a huge book. So glad I finished the series. This was definitely the better of the latter half of the series, and I'm excited to move on to Clockwork Angel from the Infernal Devices series of Cassandra Clare's, and it was also the 4th book I read in July. A tiny spoiler from a future video, I read Detroit, a play by Lisa D'Amour, on the plane ride back from VidCon because I got this at VidCon, but more on that later. And then my last book of July was the Infernal Devices Clockwork Angel graphic novel. I was very curious to see if I wanted to read the books or try out the graphic novels, so I read this one. I do believe that while it was a very cool way to give this story to more readers, I will stick with the regular novels. So 10 books in June and July. I am so surprised. They were so busy for me, but I guess sometimes busy months are great reading months too. And now moving on. As you might have noticed if you've been subscribed, I have shied away from announcing TBRs on this channel, but the BookTubeAthon starts tomorrow or today, depending on when this video gets posted. So I wanted to do my challenges books list because, yes, I love the BookTubeAthon, and I don't know if I'll be vlogging every day or how that's going to go for me, but I do want to announce the books that I have chosen. So for the Read Book with Blue on the Cover challenge, I am picking Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson, which just came out last month and is book 2 of another book I read recently. For the next challenge, read a book by the author with the same last initial. I've picked Vivian vs. the Apocalypse by Katie Coyle. C is my last initial as well, and I've been holding on to this book. I have the second, but this is the only book that I have not read on my shelf with the last initial of C. For the Read Someone Else's Favorite Book challenge, I asked Facebook and Twitter for suggestions of your favorite book, and one of my friends from high school, Margie, said that Sabriel by Garth Nix was her favorite. However, I have never read that series, and I did just, spoiler from VidCon, pick up Clare by Garth Nix, which is the prequel to the series, so I'm going to read this one since I have it and I don't have to track down the series So hopefully that still counts. The next challenge is read the last book you acquired. And while I did acquire many books at VidCon, the last book I acquired was also Heart of Betrayal, so this counts as that challenge as well. I love the challenge to finish a book without letting go of it, and definitely pick a short one for this one if you're going to do one. I have chosen Volume 2 of Rat Queens. I am so excited. I got it from the library like right before I left for VidCon, and so I've been waiting to read it for BookTubeAthon. For Read the Book You Really Want To challenge, I picked the next book from my TBR shelf, which is All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han, which was inspired for me to actually read it because Yulene made a wonderful little short for I Didn't Write This. And if I'm able to read all the things and as well as go work all the jobs and complete the last challenge, which is read 7 books in a week, I will pick from one of these 2 mystery books because spoilers for other videos and I'm tired of spoiling other videos. So as I've said, I've been so busy. Even though I love making videos, I don't think I will be able to do all the things, read all the books, and edit a video per day for the challenges of BookTubeAthon, but I have like 4 videos pre-recorded that need to be edited, so I still may post a video every day or every other day, and then I will do a wrap-up video for BookTubeAthon. Hopefully you will enjoy how I assess the BookTubeAthon challenge, but I might post videos that I've already recorded so you can be prepared for the hair color to bounce around a bit as well. Thanks again for the time you spend with me watching my videos. Until my next video, happy reading.